Greetings, mammals, and welcome back to another episode of Chicken Police Painted Red. We've gone to the SAR Club, met Ibn Wessler and his assistant, finally caught up with Miss Katchenko. We're heading up to her room where we're gonna have a discussion. She invited us there after singing a lovely song. We also met a few new characters along the way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I suggest you go back and watch my first 2 episodes so you know what's going on. Without much further ado, let's get started. Hello, Miss Katchenko. Mind if I check out your room before we get started? Some interesting artwork you have there.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
Stick to the script, Sonny. Don't get carried away by this painting. Anything else in this room I should check out? Other than Miss Natasha? The 7th rule of predation. Interesting. I guess I just stole that from her, maybe.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Interesting thing to say.
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, that's a very good question.
Huh.
I was just trying to be rude.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
What a peculiar exchange. Is he trying to be the bad boy type? Am I trying to leave? Alright, let's get chatting before Ibn shows up.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
A real femme fatale.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
Neat.
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
How do people just drink bourbon and be functional all day or all night? Like, a couple glasses and I'm just like, woo, alright, I'm done for the night, let's go to bed.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
By all means.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
You're easily to offend, Sonny.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
Sonny is funny.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
It is short and sweet.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
Why are you here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
I'm asking you a question.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
No, I go straight into the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
I do more than just answer questions. I also shoot things and drink bourbon.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
I'm a funny chicken.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
I'd be lying if I said no.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Like, literally, or just should I ask you questions?
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
New personal info. What can I tell myself about Miss Natasha? Natasha is a mysterious woman indeed, and seems dangerous too. But she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. The question is she the source of the problem, or is the problem someone else? Alright, well, this camera just flies all over the place. Let's begin questioning.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
I'm sorry, Sonny. It's really hard to take you seriously with your big silly face. Only question I can ask is, how was a remarkable performance?
That was a remarkable performance.
That's more of a statement than a question.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Let's put her at ease.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
She liked that. The place is very elegant, and so's your room. The picture on the wall, it's quite daring. I already talked about the picture on the wall, but she probably wants to hear about it herself.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
Excuse?
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You tell me.
Well, that took an interesting turn. What can you tell me about Ibn Wessler? Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats? She's confident about herself.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
Interesting.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
Indeed.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Well, aren't you full of yourself?
Ah, I see. Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
It's gonna make this case difficult.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
Might be a challenge.
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
What, you think my name's Obi-Wan Kenobi?
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept. My ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
It is my weakness.
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Indeed. What was in those threats exactly?
What was in those threats exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
Oh.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Indeed.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
There are many words which could be used as a threatening word.
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Oh. That wasn't the top of my list, but it was on there somewhere.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
What font did they use?
Well, thank you for your honesty.
No one's ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow? I suggest you lie low. Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you? What about Filmar? Is he here because of you? But no one's ever seen the culprit. What about Filmar? I am curious why he's here.
What about Filmar? Is he here because of you?
Mr. Lowe helped me before, and yes, he was the first I approached.
You've managed to curb my enthusiasm a little.
Doesn't keeping 2 irons in the fire give me a better chance? But you don't have to worry. He didn't find anything. And he's not interested anymore, no matter how much I offer to pay him.
Interesting.
Why?
You'll have to ask him.
Maybe I will.
I think I'll do that.
So it's not a fan and not an inside job? Who do you suspect? A dark shadow from the past? An ex-lover? A husband, maybe? Maybe.
A dark shadow from the past? An ex-lover? A husband, maybe?
I'm surprised you asked that just now.
Because I should have asked it sooner?
Well, I have my habits. Some call my methods peculiar.
What a curious way to put it.
Indeed.
I'm a curious kind of fellow. So?
I've never been married, and I don't really have any serious relationship before Hobart.
Oh, really?
A more dangerous, not serious relationship, maybe?
I've never been with anyone long enough for them to hate me.
Oh, you know, it doesn't take much time for someone to start hating you.
Love is just another face of hate.
So is hate a face of love then?
It can be mistaken for that.
I guess. Were you on the run?
No, Mr. Featherland. I came to Clawville with a clean slate, and I'd like to believe it will stay that way.
You mean as the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler, the biggest mob boss in Clawville? Yeah, good luck with that. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Indeed. Let's stop beating around the bush. How do you know my wife, Molly?
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
That's all right. I'll ask it anyway.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? She's never mentioned you before.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I can be whatever kind of chicken I want to be.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
I'm famous for many things, but mostly that.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
Oof, years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Did you?
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Aha!
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
What exactly do you want from me? You played me from the start, didn't you? What exactly do you want from me?
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Not exactly, but something like that.
Oh.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
Are you?
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
I'll have it solved by the end of this game. Nice. Final thoughts. The legendary Chicken Police back in action. Still a bit wary, but untarnished. Good work. Important clue. The threat, or rather the threatening word, is the messages sent to Natasha is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot, regardless. Let's continue.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
Oh, really?
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Well, who are your escorts then?
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Indeed.
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets.
Interesting.
I knew you would understand.
All I did was at you.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Okay, I'll be fashionably late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Alright, I'll meet you at the address you told me, which I already forgot. 30 something something.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Ooh, a new item in my bag, eh?
Until later, Natasha.
Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Later, cat, kitty, feline. What do you want me to call you? Natasha? Alright, Natasha. Thank you. It's been interesting. Ooh, I can ask you some questions before I leave. Tell me about the Czar
Why
Club.
did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Stavonia.
Oh,
We are quite respectful of our leaders.
I bet you are.
You feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves, and whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
Oh.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. it's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
Well, whoever you were fleeing from might see this as a shining beacon of where you ended up. Interesting. Tell me about your assistant, Deborah.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one.
She also smelled of lavender. Can you tell me about your man friend?
May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Everything?
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way, yes, I do.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
Peculiar.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
There are many different kinds of love. Achievement unlocked. Message from Natasha.
So this message...
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny, but if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
We established this during my investigation.
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
That's kind of weird.
I'm good for you, you see?
Yeah. You're a real angel.
Oh, Marty's okay. Tell me about my partner, speaking of which.
Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Interesting.
Thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
I just did. Olivia Blackwig, what can you tell me about her?
So, who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
Wasn't on my mind exactly, but sure, why not?
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Okie dokie.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought.
Perhaps.
The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says. Nothing more.
I see. She's a yes bird.
That was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it.
Very peculiar. Well, I'll see you later, Natasha. Now time to go. How do I get it? Oh yeah, I gotta leave the questions.
Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Oh my god.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
Oh?
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe.
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Something dead for sure. Alright, see you later, Miss Natasha. It's been interesting.
Well?
Yeah.
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
Something did happen. I learned a great deal.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm a mighty rooster with many claws in my feet. Maybe I don't actually know.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't be so sad, Marty. You were good for something. You carry guns. Lots of them. Alright, well, let's get the heck out of here then. Oh, Ibn's gone. Can I speak to him?
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Is he a bobcat?
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Ooh, you got thick accent. Ooh.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Oh.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
See you later, Big Gabriel. You're threatening and scary.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
Sure.
you don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
A lot of people just go straight into these bushes. Where are these bushes?
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Why does everybody assume that everybody's sleeping with everybody? I just wanted to know, like, what do you do for him?
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
No? Okay. Oh, there's a goat over there. Is that a llama or an alpaca? How do I get out of here? Oh yeah, Fillmore, I gotta talk to you after I talk to Natasha.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
Yes?
In fact, yes. She was kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
She gives you the heebie-jeebies?
You're too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
Yeah, but you're a falcon.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
And he gives me the middle finger.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Did you get out of it because you feared for your life?
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
Well, then why don't you stay with me all the time?
Okay, I didn't say anything.
Oh, Marty, you're hilarious. Let's go through my stuff before I... How do I get out of this place? The map's closed. Do I have to look at my things first? All right, let's look at my stuff. I can't leave until I look at my things. Woo-wee! Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Natasha is afraid, and her fear is genuine. But she isn't telling me everything, regardless, and I don't like it. Natasha has invited me to her weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I'd be glad about it, but in this case, I'm worried. What is she gonna show me? The threat, or rather the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot, regardless. Interesting. I met more people. Tell me more about this Natasha. Ooh. She's a whole page. She came from the northern tsardom of Stovania. From where her family had to flee. Later, when Natasha reached the city of Clawville, she was already an orphan. That's sad. More from Vilmar. It seems Fillmore also used to work for Natasha, but he got out of the case before the ground got too hot. Anyway, we kept a piece of evidence, as good any PI would do, which could be very useful to us. Perhaps. Tell me more about Ibn. After the show, Ibn left the Tsar Club suspiciously fast. Peculiar. Tell me more about Olivia. According to Natasha, Olivia is perfectly devoid of emotion, which precludes her from standing behind the threats. That doesn't mean she's not Ibn's lover, despite her denying it. Gabriel the grinder and Tipov. Links. Gender, male. Special feature, quiet and deadly. He is most likely from Slovenia. Interesting. Wait, what? There's more? Oh, there's more about him. That's right, I got info on him. This Bobcat is most likely Ibn Wessler's goon. Perhaps. Codex! Slovenia, Stardom. It's the bleak world of the proud Slovenians, mostly inhabited by predators and big kids. The political situation between Clavel and Slovenia is quite tense and delicate. For both historical and commercial reasons, the Slovenian Tsardom was the biggest loser of the meat war, but most animals have been considering them the potential trigger of the second meat war and the biggest threat looming over the modern world. Peculiar. Altera. The two-headed continent Altera may only be the second biggest of the three continents of the wilderness, but it's the home of the most advanced and most influential states of the world, like Nautica, Nostovos, Stardom, Averia, Valencia, and Swalaso, Vlavoslavia, or the Fron Empire, and of course, Clawville, the city of $1,000. Hector III, or as most animals call him, the Fox King, is the third member of the Phaluix dynasty. Although Clawville is a small state, its king is amongst the most influential animals of the wilderness, not because of the city's actual importance, but for riches of its faraway colonies. Interesting little world info they gave us. First, check my bag. I now have a list of sorts.
We stepped into it, didn't we?
A bunch of names and a list of information. How peculiar. And a key. This'll do something for us. Okay, we still have our liquor.
Come to daddy, darling.
Yes.
Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Yeah, Philmar.
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Maybe we do.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
Oh?
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Indeed, something she's not telling us.
Thanks, Philmar. This could be important.
Appreciated.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
That would be unfortunate.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Marty's just trying to keep it light and polite. Wait, more info. Clues? Oh my gosh. I only recognized a few names on the list Philmar shoved into my hand, but all of them belong to the respected elite of Clawville. It could be a wedding roster, but I doubt that's the case. Maybe. Tell me more about Natasha. Is this everything I need to know, or is she gonna get her own page? The list with all those imposing names must have something to do with Natasha, and thus with the threats too. I mean, Ibn's gone, maybe I should go back and talk to her. Weekend House. Natasha Konsenko's Weekend House. It stands in the cleanest and most separated quarter of the city. In Flowerville, I'm curious about what she's hiding there. All right, Marty, let's get the heck out of here. To the Weekend House.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar.
Uh-oh.
Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Indeed.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
It's a trap!
Shut up, Marty.
Ooh, a shoe!
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Was she wearing yellow heels?
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Interesting. A lone yellow heel. Oh, look at that.
So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
Boy.
Chicken police, hands up.
Marty, that's enough.
Really? I think we should bring some of the things that are in that trunk because we're meeting somebody at night.
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course, she's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
What? We just opened the trunk.
That's what I like to hear.
All right, back to the trunk. We're gonna get Big Bertha
Let's
out of
go.
there.
Hello, my beauty.
Hello.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Oh, good.
Very gallant of you, partner.
Thank you for not shooting me again.
What, are you still
Supposedly.
pissed at me?
Yeah, a little
I'm happy
bit.
to remind you why you got shot the first time.
Maybe.
I get it. Just shut the up already.
Oh, he's instead of Cluck. Anything else? No? Tony shells? Buckshot? Yeah? Oh, okay. Let's go in. Arms up. Hands up. Wait, where'd my shotgun?
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now.
Good. Why isn't the
It's
shotgun
the
in?
nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's f***ing dark in here.
Oh.
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a pair of f***ing professionals.
Wow, these guys just swearing left and right.
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Stop pointing that at me.
Figures.
Into the house. Oh.
She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful, almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city, but in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
That's interesting.
Wild gods. Even.
Yeah, it's her, Deborah, the girl who came to my office.
I figured. But What the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but this is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Catnapped.
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Indeed.
Or they knew exactly where to find it.
That is true.
Wait,
Especially
what are
if
we
it's-
looking for exactly?
It's true, especially if somebody familiar knew this place already.
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Unless it's like a button.
Amen to that.
Alright, let's search the crime scene. Oh boy. Well, first the codex. Clues? Deborah's dead, and the word whore is written on her back, too. Yeah, unfortunately. Is Deborah dead now? We found Deborah's body in Natasha Katsenko's weekend house, naked, with a message on her back. Marty. Seeing Deborah shocked Marty quite a bit. I can understand why. I knew it's not gonna be a routine case, but I didn't want to drag this feather duster into anything like this. Yeah, ooh. Codex? Council of 12. Who they? Although Clawville is a monarchy, the actual power and jurisdiction aside from the king are in the hands of the Council of 12, or as most animals think, entirely, and the king himself is only a puppet and a symbol. The members of the council are the mightiest animals in the city after the king, employing not only politicians, but influential businessmen as well. The ruling class are usually the rich. Investigate her body. Anything around it? Nope, she's dead.
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
Was like Sonny the brains of of their group and he's the brawn or the muscle?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
Indeed. Alive, preferably. Oh, what's this?
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is.
Oh, a new item is now in my possession. Okay. Anything else? No? Alright. What's in my possession now? Why do I keep this in my bag?
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
Well, it's embroidered in a certain way, and it's got a little design around it. Maybe the other side have something?
SN. Could be...
Alright. Anything else in this place? No? Weird painting? Family photo? Oh, it's a lot of cats. I get the old, they are cats.
This must be Natasha's family.
Wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
Probably.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Possibly.
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty.
We'll just leave that thread for later. Interesting. Well, he has like a military uniform on. Maybe he worked for the Tsar. Alright. More interesting things. Interesting painting.
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion.
Maybe it's chaos. It's black and white, so I can't tell what colors they use. Interesting. Is it an award of some sort?
What is this exactly?
I don't know, perhaps we should read the label.
A human. Mythical creature. Quite the cult in Iveria. The whole country's full of these statues.
How very fascinating.
Does it mean anything?
They say humans are the keepers of secrets and the messengers of chaos and destruction.
We are all of those things.
You don't think...
Let's take a closer look.
Yeah. What's this say?
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
What did we do?
You have a point.
I wanted to read this, but apparently it moved.
Oh, you can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
Ah, crap.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning?
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands?
The Wild Four, or whatever they're called? Codex! Humans! The human is a mythical creature appearing in many stories and legends. Usually it appears as a wise creature, a keeper of secrets, but it also has a dual nature because chaos and destruction follow in its wake. According to most, the essence of its symbolism lies in the fact that certain secrets require a substantial price to be paid. By uncovering these secrets, we bring a curse upon ourselves. Some believe humans are the messengers of Nikshvatiti, the god of nothingness, and usually depict them as angels with wings. How very terrifyingly peculiar. What did this move when I moved it? Empty fireblaze. Oh god. 4 animals in 4 places. Oh, wait, okay, a stork, a lamb, tiger, fox, lion, a bird. Okay, what was it? Well, actually, I don't see the other thing in there, so we'll have to figure out where we saw 4 animals.
We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Indeed, the test.
Right.
Perhaps we should call? Well, let's call. One.
Quavo PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a 3-headed monkey in your life?
Oh, Jesus.
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
Should chickens have particularly bad memories?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
But I need to figure out the clue of the 4 animals. And I remember the only 4 animals that I've seen were on that thing of mine that I had. Really? I can't... But I must solve the clue! Where did I see 4 animals? There was the 4 animals performing. But I don't remember seeing a... I know there was a falcon. There was a ram. I don't remember there being a lion. There might have been a fox. They have to be in specific positions. Do I have anything in my bag that would tell me this? Nope, that's a pigeon, an otter, a rhino, and a leopard. That doesn't help me at all. Well, I wish I could solve this. I don't really know what that would be. Yeah, I don't think my codex has anything. People? No. I haven't met any lions or foxes. There's not enough other animals to depict that. Right? How many animals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 animals! And I haven't seen anything with all 4 of these anywhere. I know there's a fox king. There's a bird, but they're predator birds. Probably a ram. A lion? Nope. Okay. Let's, I guess, get the heck out of here. Think, Marty, where have we seen 4 animals? I don't know!
Much later.
Oh, where have I seen them? Family? Photo? Hold on, I gotta take some time to think about this.
Much later.
Let's see, there's 3 dogs on the poster. There's anything in my bag can tell me?
Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabin.
No. No. Ooh, where did I see 4 animals? Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, the police station. Yeah. It was a tiger or a lion? It's a big cat. It's a lion. And then it was fox? There was a fox on it, but there was also a ram. No? Remember the stork was in that corner. I just don't remember the rest of them where they were. Oh!
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out.
Why would they keep this in a safe?
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
Interesting. Is it done by the same person that painted her?
So a piece of a painting? That's it? And what's that smear on it?
It's too illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Indeed.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what she wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
Yeah.
True. Well, then what's next? How about we peck around town some more?
Perhaps.
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office?
You know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Yeah, dead body. Oof.
Right answer.
New location. Kodak. What are my places? Weekend? What? Oh wow, look at these other things I haven't found. A tiny kiosk in the heart of Calavera Hills. It's small, almost invisible, but hides one of the most crucial things in this shithole. Knowledge. I thought he was going back to his office. Why are we going to the Mullins newsstand? Now maybe we should go back to the Mullins newsstand. I don't know. Well, is that supposed to be Clawville PD? Mullins newsstand? Alright, well, that's where we're gonna leave this episode. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Poor Deborah, the Impala, is dead. with horror written on her body. What a terrible way to go. Fortunately, the police will arrive and take care of this. Natasha is not here, so I'm curious where she might be. Perhaps she's been catnapped. But there was a mystery in the wall of a puzzle. What does the painting mean? What does all of this mean? Who thinks Natasha's a whore? Is the message for her? Is she part of the old Tsar family? Who was her family? Her father looked like he was a military figure of some sort. Make sure you subscribe so you know when the next episode of Chicken Police is posted, and you can follow along with this strange mystery as things become more curious and more bizarre. Give a like too if you've enjoyed what you've seen, and give a comment if you'd like to share anything with the rest of the group. Until next time, you have yourselves a nice everything. And stay safe out there. It's dangerous and the world is full of predators. Goodbye. Mason, no talking.